So you've been trying to get in contact with a potential prospect for some time, and you've had a conversation that you think's gone well, but at the end of the conversation, they basically say to you, I'll have to think about it, I'm not sure if I want to arrange another call. In a situation like that, what do? The challenge is you could hope that it's all going to be okay, or you could put in place a new simple strategy that deals with the issue there and then. I think that's the best approach to take. My name is James White, I'm a small business sales expert, and I'm going to share with you that simple phrase and thing to do when you get a prospect that doesn't want to give you any more time in the diary, and how we can overcome that challenge right now rather than trying to hope it'll be okay and knowing that it's not going to be. Let's have a look at the video and let's have a look at some of the simple points that you can put in place in order to ensure that that prospect either goes somewhere or not. So when we've had a meeting with a prospect and we've had a great conversation, the reality is we maybe want to arrange the follow-on conversation to look at the next steps. It may well be that we want to dig further into their world and find out what's going on. Or it may well be that we want to try and move them to maybe a demo stage or a potential stage of a proposal. But what happens when you get that prospect that says, yeah, I'll have a little think about this and come back to you? You maybe have even taken the advice that I've given them in the past of trying to arrange a definitive time and date for the next call. You've maybe even said to them, let's speak next Thursday or 2 weeks' time. Let's get a date in the diary to make it happen. And they've come back to you and said, yeah, I'll have a little think about that. Or you sense that there's basically a little bit of reservation about doing that. Why might that be the case? It may be the case that they don't particularly like you as a person. They don't think your company can help them. Or it may well be that they think that the service that you offer isn't a good fit for them. It may well be that they're not the right person for this. Or it may well be that they just don't see any reason to move to your solution from what they've got right now. The reality is so many salespeople will chase an opportunity and then become a pain in the backside to that potential prospect by continuing to harass them and say, did you have any follow-up? Can we arrange a time to speak? Can we do blah, blah, blah? When in reality, they're better off to have this candid approach at the start. When I'm engaging with someone that doesn't want to give me that date and time, I'll have an honest conversation with them and say, hey, look, it could be me and I might have got this wrong, but I just sense you weren't open to that, or maybe I've got something wrong in our conversation. Be honest with me. What are you really thinking? Or would you be open to just sharing how you're really feeling? And if it turns out it's not a good fit, hey, no worries, you won't offend me. What that's doing is it's giving the potential prospect the opportunity to say, yeah, I don't think this is for me, or I'm not the right person, or I can't see enough reason to change. And that's going to be helpful for you to then be able to then see, okay, I now understand that, and now I can then handle that in a different way, rather than trying to hope that you're going to engage with the prospect and then never want it to come back to you. Too often as salespeople, we're trying to just make something happen when it may not be a good fit to happen. And by being able to have that self-awareness, to be able to look and say, hey, if it turns out this isn't for you, or if it turns out our conversation isn't right, no worries, don't worry, no problems at all. You're not going to offend me. I won't be worried by that. I just want to help you achieve your goal. It's going to mean that the prospect feels more comfortable to share honestly what they're thinking. They might come and say, well, actually, I don't think this is for me, or I can't see enough of a reason to move, or I don't think I'm the right person for this, it should be in a different team. And what that can then do is save you time and make sure you're not bothering that person, and you even turn them into an ally in the first place. So when you're in a position when someone won't give you that date and time for a next meeting, don't go headlong into it. Don't just force and think that you're going to try and get a date in their diary. If you sense and look for the signs, maybe that uncertainty or maybe that unwillingness to commit to a date and time, deal with it there and then. Don't become that prisoner of hope that you hope they'll get back to you and add them to your pipeline, then you never hear back and you become a pain, and when they see your email and phone call you think, oh, I want to stay away from that person. Deal with the issue there and then. Be candid, be open. Be open to sharing with them, hey, I'm sensing something's not quite right. I got the feeling that you're not keen on this. I'm getting the fact that you don't really want to arrange another meeting. Be honest with me, what you're thinking. Use phrases like that. It's going to help make sure that that prospect feels that you're not just trying to push them down a path and become a pain in their world, but you're really focused on helping them solve a situation. And if you can't, if it turns out that you're not a good fit for them, hey, it's better to have a no than a maybe. I hope this video has given you some insights on what you can do to ensure that you don't chase prospects endlessly, but you do put in place strategies that get you to the next stage in the process. Sales is all about a process. It's about knowing what will happen next. We never want to leave a conversation with a prospect without knowing the date and time for our next call. But if they won't give that to you, don't just hope that it will happen. Put in place, ask the right questions, put in place a strategy that's going to make sure that you can either move that conversation forward or move it to the potential prospect bin and then carry on with someone else. Hope the video is helpful. Let me know how you get on. Put in the comment section below how you've used it to get the insights into your prospect's mind and what's going on, and whether it's giving you that, hopefully those tools to be able to make sure that those conversations go the way you want them to. Thanks for watching the video. My name is James White, small business sales expert. I share lots of videos all over my YouTube channel, over my podcasts, to make sure that you get sales results, and I can't wait to share more videos with you really soon. If you like the video, subscribe, hit that notification button so we make sure we get videos to you every single week. Take care and see you soon.